Welcome to the India Denise Inner Circle, where queens level up, build empires, and walk in purpose. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Let's go.
India Denise. Let's go. Started with a vision, now we building empires. No more playing small, we aligning.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well today. Hey, when you come into the live, say, hey, girl, hey. Let me fix my shirt up, y'all. Say, hey, girl, hey. Okay. And let me know when you're tuning in. If it's a replay, hit hashtag replay. So you watched the girl, right? So I'm waiting for Naisha to jump on to make sure we can see the comments. She's working right now, y'all. She's working hard. You working hard? Say hey. Say hey to the camera. Say hey. Oh, she don't want to say hey to y'all. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm gonna get serious because you know my goal is not to worry you long. But we're gonna talk about why some businesses grow and others stay stuck. So if you feel like you're stuck in your business, you need to tune in. You need to share this live. If you're not a business owner, but if you know business owners, share it to them, send it to their inbox, share it on your page, because this information is going to help them a whole lot. Okay. So I want to say welcome back to day 3. So if you've been following me this week, you know we've been having powerful conversations about money. Okay. And I'm gonna recap. We talked about money, taxes, and business growth. This is what we're talking about this month. So click the read my page. If you on my client list on Friday, you will have a list of the replays that you can go in. If you're not on the list, you need to subscribe. Yeah, I need to subscribe to that list. We be having goodies on that. But on day 1, we talked about why bookkeeping matters. Okay, we talk about the difference between revenue and profit and why the IRS is not always the problem. A lot of business owners always say, oh, the IRS this and the IRS that. Necessarily don't have to be the IRS, it could be your bookkeeping, right? And so that's what we talked about on day 1 to let you know why that was important. On day 2, we talk about knowing your numbers and why your numbers matter. The importance of reviewing your profit statement and separating your business and personal finances. Tax planning happens before tax season. You should have download your tracker from the website, or you should already have some type of tracker in place where you already know what your profit is. Or you have your profit and loss statement done, okay? Even if it's just expense, if I have it. So again, you get in the numbers. You should start the process of opening a business account, right? So your business account should be getting started, or you getting the documents you need to have that business account open. You should be opening your business cash app if you want to take cash app. And Stripe option where you can take cash out payments, Apple Pay, and as a business owner. So if you've been following me, you should have that done, and that's a lot has been accomplished. Okay. I also tell you guys, make sure you reach out to a tax advisor and schedule an appointment with them. They have to seek to save money on tax stuff. Okay. Today, guys, I want to talk about something that keeps many business owners stuck. And do y'all know what keeps many business owners stuck? Think about that question because I'm gonna answer, okay? And why do some business owners grow year after year while others stay in survival mode? So if you feel like you in survival mode, trying to figure out how to grow your business, scale your business, getting business funding, and you think about all these things that's not happening for you, I'm gonna tell you, growth that it doesn't happen by accident, okay? It does not happen by accident. So it's very important to go back to day one to understand why you need to know your numbers, because that's going to affect your growth. Okay. Many business owners think growth happen because of luck. Or someone may have more followers. So you may feel like somebody's successful because they got more followers. Or you may feel like they have a better product or service than you have. But usually that's not the reason. Okay. To be honest, somebody, because your followers do not equal your money. So you can have 1 million followers and have $0 in your bank account. Okay. Your service may be the same thing as ABC store and you the ABC store. Your service could be the exact same. But they may be outselling you or outgrowing you than you are in your business, okay? So don't necessarily look at what people have following. So don't say that person lucky or all that. No. Let's get to the real reason why most businesses, I'm gonna say 85% businesses that are not growing. Now I can tell you, if you see a business growing consistently, that means they have systems in place. They have a plan, they know where they're going, and they know their numbers. And again, that's that number. So what you need to have a plan, a system. You need to know where you're going, like what's your vision of your business. And then your numbers, your bookkeeping is very important. We talk about revenue versus profit. What is your actual profit that you bring in your business? Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you some of the questions that successful business owners ask. Okay, they ask questions like, "How much money did I make?" They also ask, "How much profit did I keep? What are my expenses? What is my cash flow? Do I have a tax liability? And if so, what is it? And what goals am I currently working on?" And these are things that you should be asking yourself every month, once a month, to see if you're on track with your operation. Growth growth becomes difficult when you operating without a vision. Okay? The biggest reason businesses stay stuck, that's what we're about to talk about, y'all. The biggest reasons why we stay stuck, and this is what me doing my research, they constantly react instead of plan. Okay? So if something breaks, when something breaks, they react. When tax season comes, they react. When cash flow gets tight, they react. So what does that look like? Tax season come, now you come into a tax preparer, a tax advisor, whoever you go to, like, oh my God, I got to pay $20,000 in taxes? Yes, because you wait to tax season. No one can help you during tax season. The numbers are the numbers, and the penalty is the penalties, right? The tax liability is a tax liability. So you have to do those things ahead of time. Your cash flow gets tight. Most times you ain't got no system, you ain't got no bookkeeping, so now you're trying to get funding. So now you out here on everybody, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, trying to figure out how to get business funding, and you gonna never qualify. You be like, oh, I don't look at 10 people on TikTok, and I can't get business funding. It's not they're not giving you the right information. Your bookkeeping is a mess, okay? That's reacting. You don't want to eat react to stuff, and then things happen unexpectedly in your business. So when something happens unexpectedly in your business, what you think about? I need to get funding. No, if you had already looked at your numbers and put money aside, then you won't be stressed out about things like that, right? And so that's what's happening to you. That's why you're not growing. Okay. Successful businesses plan ahead. They prepare for their taxes. They prepare for growth. They prepare for hiring, and they prepare for opportunities. Okay. That's the difference between surviving in your business and scaling. Okay. If you scaling, you know what's going on. If you surviving, you right now trying to don't know your numbers. You sitting on this live and you scrolling through and you don't know what's going on. You probably in somebody's DM right now trying to get business funding, but yet you posting generational wealth. And I'm gonna ask you as a business owner, how can you have generational wealth if you don't know your numbers? Like, how do I know how much I want to save for my kids? So they won't have to work or get it out the mud, as we say, right? How am I supposed to know that if I don't even know what I'm making? How I know if I'm really have a successful business, right? If you don't know your numbers, how can you grow? You can't. You really can't. Imagine, think about it like this. Imagine you want to cook steak and lobster, right? You go home, you say, I'm gonna cook steak and lobster, but you didn't prepare for it. You didn't go to the grocery store to get that steak and you didn't get that lobster. You just hoping and praying when you get home, you have some steak and lobster. But you open that refrigerator and there's no steak and lobster. It's the same thing. Tax season come, you're gonna pay taxes. Okay? You ain't set yourself up for success. You want business funding, you're gonna get denied because your business is not healthy. You don't know your numbers. What does a healthy business look like? Let's talk about it. Okay, a healthy business review their numbers regularly. So me personally, I log in to my bank account every morning at 7 a.m. and I check my balance. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what's in there. And I ain't necessarily talking about my personal account. I'm talking about my business account. I need to know what's going on. What's in the business savings? What did my payroll clear? It's different things that you need to ask yourself as a business owner, and you need to do those things. Okay. You also, as a healthy business, they understand a financial report. You know how many times I get a business owner ask me what's a financial report? I need y'all to know what it is. Okay? You need to separate your personal from business. There's no need to be having your business card in all these stores shopping for personal items. That's commingling. That shouldn't happen. And another thing, you should review your books every month. So you should know at the end of the month what was your monthly profit. Okay? Like I told y'all yesterday, I have business owners tell me all the time, I make 6 figures, I make 7 figures, but I'm asked, how much was your profit? And a lot of them don't know, right? Because they don't know their numbers. You can make the money, but are you keeping the money? Because you can make $200,000 a year and still be broke. You can make $200,000 and your expenses is $200,000. So you're not profiting any money in your business. Your business is not successful. So you need to come up with another marketing plan. You need to come up with another tactic of how to get more money. And you can't have those conversations if you don't know. Now, a lot of things people don't want to talk about is successful, healthy businesses set money aside for taxes. Yep, they do. And most important, they don't wait till a problem before they get help. So they already know that taxes is coming up. They already know I may want business funding down the road. They already know these things. So they go ahead and invest. They go ahead and invest. Let me say it one more time. Invest in guidance, okay? So they invest in the education. They invest in systems because they understand growth requires structure. Say that with me. Growth requires structure. No structure, no growth. Okay? And we're going to talk about a type of growth. Tax planning. Tax planning is a growth. Many people think tax planning is only about saving money on taxes. But you guys, you know what? It's bigger than that. Tax planning can really help improve your cash flow, help you make smarter business decisions, and avoid surprises. And you keep more than what you earn so you can prepare for that future growth. That's why I teach that tax planning isn't just about a tax strategy. It's actually a business strategy. So if you wait till tax season to think about taxes, I hate to say it, you already behind. We in the month of June. We in the second quarter, the last month. So you got 2 more quarters to go. If you're a business owner, please go and get help. Let people review your books, see where you're sitting, because you don't want to be upset and trying to file these extensions for your tax return. A lot of you guys out here hollering at y'all S-Corps and y'all not really S-Corps, so make sure those things are in place. A lot of you guys don't have your LLC paperwork correct. You need to make sure that's in place. And a lot of you guys don't know your numbers. So you need to have some type of bookkeeping. I'm not saying pay somebody for it, but you need to have bookkeeping. And you also need to have what was the last thing I was gonna say, y'all? I think of it. It just slipped my mind. But you need to have these things in place so you can be prepared, okay? So I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm offering a webinar because I want you guys to get these strategies. I want you to understand that you do not have to overpay in taxes. I want y'all to stop overpaying taxes. I want y'all to qualify for business funding. I want these things for you guys so you can grow. So in my webinar, I want to discuss the common missed tax mistakes, missed deductions, tax planning strategies, and how business owners can legally reduce their tax burden. If you like that information, just go in the comments and type webinar, and I will send you the link once it's available, okay? Now, a lot of people like to work with me throughout the year. And so what I'm doing is doing something called like an ongoing support. I've been building this. I've been building something, right? And I'm going to call it my inner circle. You can tell by my background and stuff. The inner circle is for business owners who is serious about growth. And I do mean serious about growth, okay? So yes, you can get into the program, pay the monthly fee, and we'll talk about that later. And all these things is going to be available to you. We will have a period where we have a conversation because I'm going to make sure I'm helping serious people. I don't want to just have numbers in a group that's paying me. I want to make sure I'm actually helping the people that need to be helped and being connected to the people who want to see a change in their business, okay? So when I say serious, we're going to make sure you're serious about your growth, okay? We're going to focus on your business finance, tax strategies, how to make money, systems, make sure you're accountable for your business. And another thing, build wealth, right? Because that's all we in this for, is to build wealth, change our lifestyle, change our kids' lifestyle, right? Or our family lifestyles. We want to change that. So if you like more information about the inner circle, just type inner circle below. And then I'll send you the information once that launches as well, okay? Before I leave, I want you to keep this in mind. The businesses that grow aren't always the smartest. So just because you see a business owner growing, that means that they're the smartest person in the room. And it doesn't mean that they're the biggest. But hey, they are the most prepared, okay? So they know their numbers. So know your numbers. If you want to grow and you want to scale, know your numbers, build your systems, create your plan, and stop operating your business in a reaction mode, okay? That was a lot of information, right? So I don't have no homework for you guys. I want you to go back and really, really make sure you have your profit and loss statements together, making sure you get your bank account separated. If you have any questions after this live, you can always comment below or jump in my inbox here on Facebook. But keep in mind, I am slow to respond to DMs, okay? So don't hold that against me. But if you don't know who I am and you just scrolling through and I'll pop up, I want to tell you I am India Denise with Royal Financial Tax and Advisory Service. And our slogan here is tax expert, trusted advice, and royal results, okay? So you guys, before I leave, I want you to keep this in mind. The businesses that's growing and scaling is the businesses with a plan. They know their numbers, they have a strategy, and they have systems. I want you guys to have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for being part of the India Denise Inner Circle. Keep leveling up, keep building, and remember, you're already chosen. We'll see you next time. Stay in the circle.
You either in or you out.